Guys, my name is Theo Koulianos. I'm a part of this ESS family, and today we have the privilege of introducing you to Mr. Jason Klimis, the Director of Operations. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That's a scary thing. And so we are creating these resources for you to get to know the people behind the organization. With that being said, it's the heart behind the organization. We have a desire to be trusted by you. As a result of that, we're going to share our vision. We keep our vision in front of us on everything that we do. We want to be the nation's most trusted resource for executive protection, security services, and world-class training. We accomplish the vision through our mission by consistently educating our clients on effective solutions, providing the highest level of training and world-class service. So, Mr. Klimis, we've been running together for a long time. It's amazing to see how you've matured and you've grown up.
Thank you.
It's taken some time, but you're there. You're there. Jay, I would love for them to know what brought you to the organization, why are you here, a little bit of that kind of stuff.
So Theo and I go back, we have our own story, probably back to somewhere around high school, which is just a couple years ago. And we both went our own ways after high school, on to college. Him at some other university in Florida. I was at the Florida State University.
Oh my God.
At that point, got into the real estate business, which was, so we cutting?
We will cut it if you continue to mention Florida State.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got into real estate, which is our family business. A lot of teachers and lawyers and real estate people. And so just kind of fell into the family business, started getting really active in our local church, and just really enjoying life. And so sometime in between, I actually started attending a lot of your brother's meetings, and would go to conferences and stuff like that. And then, I would just get my battery charged up. I wouldn't say I was a groupie, but I definitely enjoyed the meetings prior to meeting Theo. In a different capacity. And then, when I would come home, I'd realize that a lot of people that I was talking to, I was either ministering to from the church standpoint, because like I said, I'm very active at the church, or they were way older than me. And I was like, I got to find somebody who's closer to my age group where we can have just like fellowship, grab a coffee, pray together, do life together. That's, that they don't need anything from me. And so if you're in the ministry, you understand what I mean by that. And so anyhow, Theo got highlighted somewhere. I'm like, hey man, you want to grab a coffee? Do you want to get together? So we reconnected. Sometime later, we had started our families. We were in our careers. And then over the course of some time, we found out we like to eat as a pastime. Yeah. So we began to challenge ourselves with, making it to a lunch here and there, and then training together. We do some working out, mostly eating and working out,
I can see that.
And some coffee drinking. And we just enjoyed each other's company. And so that's kind of how we reconnected. It was the goal of it was to connect with people that loved Jesus, that wanted to pray, that were willing to get together to have fellowship, that were my age group. So that was the goal. And so success. And then in that, several years went by, and in training and just working out, we would share each other's business woes. A deal didn't close, or this guy happened, I had a problem with an employee or whatever. And we were doing activities together too. So to make a long story short, at some point he said, hey, I need help. I need help at my company. And I'm like, I don't know anything about security. I've only done real estate as I've done other side jobs, but I've only done real estate as a profession for the last 17 years. I don't even know where to start. I said, well, I don't really need you for your security mind, I need you for your business mind. And I said, well, what would I be doing? Because I got my hands full with my own company and whatever. And I was like, I don't even know what I would be doing. He said, I just need you to pastor my people. Wow. And I was like, okay, well, I think I could do that. I like I said, my involvement at the church, I realized it was something that God had put on me from younger. And so I had leaned into that more by this time in my life, and this was just 4 or 5 years ago. And I said, okay, whatever, I could do 15, 20 hours a week. So So here we are several years later, and
Still doing 15 or 20?
we're the company. Yeah, the company's 4x since we started working together. I think Jake would know better, and it's been fun to watch it grow. It's been fun to be to have a part of it. And the big thing is I really love the industry, love the team. I didn't realize how much I missed that component of the work, and so it's been a fun journey.
So on the side of him bringing you in to pastor the people, which again I think from just a simple organization phenomenon, who in a for-profit company cares about people so much that they would make really their first substantial hire about the people?
Yeah, I think it's there's a genius in that. One, from obviously a spiritual standpoint, I think we can applaud to that. Most people don't understand what pastors do anyway. It's a job title for a lot of people. Theo's got a pastor's heart. I've got a pastor's heart. And what it really means is we walk with people effectively. We get involved in people's lives, and for better or for worse, our success is the success of our people. That's how we judge our own success. And so when he said that, I knew exactly what he meant, and I already respected his spiritual walk, because I could see the fruit in his life and the real person that he was behind, what people see. And so I understood exactly what he meant. So of course, one of the first things I did was start cooking for the guys that were on our posts. I would take them food or whatever and try to connect with them. Like I said, a lot of military, a lot of former cops, a lot of people that are much different than the real estate industry. It's a sharky industry to begin with, and the people are very, catty. And then in this industry, the people are just tender-hearted, sweet people who have a real heart's desire to protect and to secure things. And so it's just a completely different culture. And so I right away, I was like, man, I really like the people in this world. And so it felt right, and began to grow from that.
Sounds a lot like Jesus. You have a man who comes from Nazareth, a humble man with a heart to serve and to protect those around him. I've watched you pastor, and when I say that, I don't necessarily mean behind the pulpit as much as I've watched you love on people and walk through life with individuals that most people would not give the time of day to. I don't know where that all started. Maybe from your dad. Maybe you saw your dad do it. Obviously, it's the hand of God on your life and the touch of God on your life. Can you just give me a quick, because we have like 4 minutes, can you just give me like a quick little testimony of like what you've seen God do through just reaching out and loving somebody that God sent to you?
In the work capacity?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have an employee of ours. Finances are always part of the walk that you have with people that work for you and with you. And so we'll hear about a lot of financial problems, but one of the things that Theo says in our all-in-one, the first 3 days of our EP class of our all-in-one, is you show me a man that says that he can separate his family life from his work life, and he's a liar, because you can't. Whatever you're doing at home is going to spill over. So that's something he teaches from the front of the class within the first couple hours of a new student arriving, because he's just seen that in his career be the case. You cannot separate your personal life from your work life. So to that degree, we are able to get involved with some of our employees' personal lives as they allow us. I will say we had a guy reach out regarding finances, multiple people obviously, but this one specifically. And we helped him get I think we paid a grocery bill for him or something like that, or there was a bill he was late on. And so we took care of it, and then over time, he has developed from a guy that had the most basic training to have come through some of our programming, has gotten engaged, is soon to be married, family's being established. He's got a direction, a vision, a hope, and it's all through the vehicle of the security world. And so it's been fun to watch a guy at the brink of, I don't know where I'm going in life, you help me out with a bill, I have a great employee, he gets consistent work, starts to, get ministered to, have help with his personal life in terms of what we can do to pray for him, support him, keep him working, keep him moving forward, and he's just becoming more and more of a success. So
I love it.
that's just one example of many.
I love it. Well, we love you guys. Thank you so much for checking out these resources. Again, if you have any questions, anything you would like for us to talk about, please feel free to get in touch with us. We're here for you. We love you. It's a privilege to steward you. Thank you so much for taking the time to check this out. Love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.